Okay. Hey, everybody, welcome. Today, this is Women Who Win Wednesday, and this is my pleasure to be able to highlight a woman who is on the move, a woman who's doing what she does best, and that is to be significant to others, to just meet her dream. And today, we're going to get to highlight Miss Sonja Villalobos. Woo, woo, woo. And so she's here today to talk about her new business, how she got there, what obstacles she's had to overcome, and just let us know that success didn't come overnight. Success had to take some work. And I'm so honored to highlight her because I've seen her since she was a little girl, and they just grow up and be able to just finally achieve something that she's worked so hard for. So if you see this and you know that you have a desire, that you know you have some ambition in your soul that you want to get done, listen to the full story, because Sonja can share some insight as to how she overcame any obstacles that might have stopped her dream. So listen to this all the way, share it with other people, and I know that you're going to get some value from this. So we're going to go ahead and jump right in, and I'm going to introduce Miss Sonja Villalobos. So take it away, hon. Tell us where you came from and how Miss Sonja became a sweet deal entrepreneur.
So I am a first-generation American. Both of my parents are from Mexico. I was born and raised in the beautiful, small, not so small city of Brighton, Colorado. I am one of three kids, and kind of have worked hard all my life. My parents have an amazing work ethic, and I feel that actually did come, down to the three of us, my brother and my sister and myself. And I became a sweet deal out of a necessity, out of a need. I was actually between jobs and could not find a job to save my life that actually would pay enough money to help me pay my bills, but also support my kids. And so I got to thinking, what can I do from my home that could make me enough money to pay my rent, my bills, etc. And so I started baking, and it just kind of springboarded from there. I have always enjoyed making things, but in this process figured out that I'm like insanely good at baking. So I kind of ran with that, and just found out that this is something that I enjoy. A lot of people do things that bring them inner peace and calmness and kind of give them an opportunity to focus on things. And this for me is my zen. I can get into a cupcake order or a cookie order and just lose track of time. Sometimes before I know it, it's like 4:00 in the morning and I'm still up and have so much energy and am ready to go. But that's how I started. I started out of need. I am a single mom, raising two kids, one who is amazing. She's going to be 19 in December, started college last month. I'm going to CU Denver. She wants to be a nurse. I have a son who's going to be 15, is a freshman in high school. And, it started with them being a mom and needing to take care of them.
Yes. Wow. So I love that you said it's out of necessity. And that's how most great ideas are brought up, because sometimes we don't know the power that we have within us until we're pushed to the limit, right? Till our backs are against the wall and we have to come up with a solution. We're like, oh my gosh. And as a single mom, sometimes we just get to work and we just do things and not even think about it. And then afterwards we're like, oh my gosh, what did I just do? How did I just do that? And where did I find the strength?
Exactly.
Oh my gosh. So you did that. So you put together, you just started selling stuff that you were good at doing, right?
Right.
Okay. And how did you learn how to bake? Like, was it just something you dabbled with, or did you go to school for that? Or how did you decide?
It's just something I can follow a recipe very well. So it's always just kind of started from that. And what kind of springboarded the whole cupcake thing was actually a recipe book that I did find that kind of just inspired me. She started a business in Alabama. The name of the business is Dream Cakes. And she had a cookbook out, and I kind of just flipped through it and was inspired by her, started tweaking, recipes that I found on Pinterest or on the internet. And then found the ones that actually worked here in Colorado because of our high altitude.
Yeah.
And, anyone can make a cupcake. Anyone can attempt to follow a recipe, but not everyone can make something taste amazingly good.
Yeah.
And to add to that, look good too. And so it's something that I taught myself. What I didn't know in this journey, I found on YouTube. I Googled it. I asked people, and I'm self-taught. And
That is
I'm
awesome.
definitely one of those people that what I don't know, I'll find an answer and then I'll figure out how to do it.
Oh my gosh, that's such a winning formula right there. Just like saying you copied somebody who's already successful, you made it your own after you realized what you needed to do, and then you still sought help and guidance. And a lot of people forget that. A lot of people just think, "Oh, I know it all. I can do it and I don't need any help." And so I'm so proud of you that you did that, because when we shut any one of those channels off, we limit ourselves so much. Like I love to decorate cakes, and I've done my own wedding cake. I've done other people's wedding cakes, and I've done those kind of things, all self-taught.
Right.
But I know I'm missing something, but I've never gone through the whole course to like say, oh yeah, teach me, because then I get bored. Like, oh, I know that part. I know that part. And I don't have that skill that you have to say, like, I want to make something that tastes really well. I'll follow a recipe, but then I don't know the ins and outs of like the whole ingredient stuff to say, ooh, this would add just a little bit of spark. So
Right.
I think that's wonderful. That's why I'm picking your brain too, because I'm like, ooh, maybe one day. But it's so amazing that you did do those three things, because that's going to continue to catapult your progress. So when you
Absolutely.
got all that and you kind of got stability, you're able to maybe meet some of your bills, you got some of that stress out of the way. What did you do next to make it the next level? Like, what have you done since then?
Since then, so I because I am a single mom, I actually have to have a full-time job. So
Yeah.
I have a full-time job on top of being a mom and on top of this. So, it's inevitable in this state of our economy. You have to have a little bit more income.
Mm-hmm.
So from there to now, I have done, quite a few things. I took a course at Mikasa Resource Center, their business success class that's 14 weeks. And that kind of catapulted me to a whole other level of thinking. For a lot of people, it's, I have this idea, I'm going to sell it, not realizing that there's steps in between that you have to follow in order to become a successful business. So I went into this class like, yeah, I have customers, I'm fine, I'm good. I just need to, make it more formal kind of thing. And by week 3 of this class, I was like, nope, I can't just sell cookies just like that. So it definitely got me thinking too of long-term, where do I want this business to go in the next year, in the next 3 years, 5 years, etc. So I've hit some roadblocks here and there to get me to where I am now. But it's just taken hard work. It's taken dedication. And sometimes I have put my business on the back burner because I'm busy at the corporate job, because I'm busy with my kids, or because I've lost the motivation to do it. And it's a work in progress every day. Yeah.
Absolutely. And that's what I meant when I first started saying that success doesn't come overnight. Success has to develop. And I would encourage you, and this is maybe something that I can add to your success, is just the personal development. And I've seen some of the little videos you've done about just having faith, and that is definitely the main foundation, is to have faith, to seek your center, to seek your spiritualness. But on top of that is just feeding your brain the good nutrition, the good voices, the good words, the good stuff that's going to keep you motivated, to keep you to understand that, okay, I fell down right now, but I'm going to get back up. And this is something that you love, you desire. And to stay up to 4 o'clock in the morning sometimes shows your dedication, shows your passion. And so by holding on to that, by continuously listening to people who are going to lift you up, not those naysayers, not the ones who are like, see, Sonja, I told you it was good work. I was a lot of work. You shouldn't be doing this. Or, you're going to get those people, because when you succeed and you continue on this journey where you're going to get more traction, you're going to get more successful and known, your brand, that you're selling you for, that's what they're buying. They're buying you. And the more you can make you the better person that you are, to show that your character overcomes obstacles, overcomes these trials as a single mom, working full time and handling our responsibilities, it does take a lot of strength to do it. I have 5, so I know getting pulled from here to there, and And that's why we have to look at all these different opportunities. And when you start rolling that success and you start becoming a name for yourself, those obstacles and those people are going to weigh you down a little bit. So I would just encourage you, continue to feed yourself the good stuff, the good words, the good people around you, and you're going to start aligning with them naturally, because that's what your desire is. You're going to come to these people who are going to uplift you, support you, encourage you to be more and to be better. And some of those other people might have to take a sidestep. They might have to just be like, hey, I'll catch you later. And that's okay.
Yep.
So that's okay. So keep pushing through that, because that just felt like I needed to put that out there, not for you, but for everybody. Because some people, they get to the spot where you've done your work, hon. You went and you put yourself in a class. You've committed to your success. And that's what I love. And that's what's going to keep you going, because it doesn't just stay there. You have to continuously grow, and doing all that 14-week camp and getting through that, you're going to have so much knowledge, and you're going to implement that. And wow, I can just imagine seeing you doing your own cook shows and showing how you make your, this is what I want to ask you too. But side note, sorry. I get too excited when I'm thinking about all this. So you're going to I can just envision that, you staying the course and having that amazing work ethic that you talked about, that nothing's going to push you aside if you stay focused on that. Okay.
Right.
And so one thing that I love, that you're expanding traditional things and you are marketing to other people, so that way you're engaging a different audience now. And I tagged one of my great friends, Stevan Bonaparte, because he's a vegan. He's a personal trainer, and he tried educating me on this whole vegan stuff. And I'm like, dude, I'm a carnivore to the core. Like I wouldn't leave meat. I wouldn't leave all these things, because I just love it. Right. And so he was trying to educate me on it. I'm like, I don't know. And to me, being healthy and all that, I get it, but I'm just not committed to it. So I was so happy to see that you're expanding your repertoire of what you do to target other people. So tell me a little bit about that, because that just shows how you're going to separate yourself from all these other bakers and everybody else, and that you're willing to meet the needs of other people. And just not because you met your own needs, you're going out and meeting needs of other people to still enjoy a good cookie, to still enjoy this. And I saw people saying, wow, I'm definitely going to order. And so I love that. I love seeing that spark when you're like, hey, I just did something and I met a need. So tell me how that came about. Where did that come from, and how's that going?
It all comes from this business class and thinking of other target markets, other demographics, and trying to expand. In all honesty, there's not a lot of people who are offering a gluten-free option for people. And in all honesty, for me, it started with a friend of mine, a very good friend of mine, who recently found out that she is intolerant of a lot of things, including chocolate, which is crazy. But it started, I would make cookies, and just in a conversation with her, she can't have dairy either. And I'm thinking, well, that's the key component to anything that you bake. It's the butter and the milk portion of it, or whatever you put in your cookies. And I got to thinking, what option can I offer her ever? And it kind of springboarded research, some more research, find a recipe, see how that works out, try to tweak it, make it better. And that's kind of how it springboarded. And it's been fun to see other people reach out to me and say, hey, do you offer this? And, in the past I've had to say no. Now I get the pleasure of saying, absolutely, I can do that for you.
Nice.
So I did have a cookie fail that I posted on my Facebook page the other night, and it was a massive fail. But I learned, that's how I learned,
Yeah.
So you get this, but you don't do that next time. Maybe you add this instead of that kind of thing. So it's going good so far. And I'm super excited.
Good. So do you like the taste of them too? Like, does it having all that different stuff in there? Like, to me, I'm thinking, oh my gosh, one time I was at the store and this lady left her 2 bags of groceries. You get in a hurry, you pay, leave. And they gave the bags to me. So as I got home, I was like, what is this stuff? It was all of this gluten-free products, and a lot of cookie stuff that you had to bake. And it was like $30-$40 worth. And it was just 2 little bags of groceries. I'm like, dang, people have to pay this much because of that. And so I took it back to the store, and the lady's like, "Wow, thanks for taking this." I said, "Well, I'm not gonna eat it. I don't even know how this stuff tastes." But I was like, I feel bad that she's losing all this money. And so they took it back, and I don't know if that lady ever came back, but just that expense, you know, because of their health,
Right.
they have to do that. And for you to be able to meet that need and offer something close to home and probably taste better than all that. I mean, I don't know. I guess I have to taste them, but what does it taste like?
Right.
Does it differ a whole lot?
It does, actually, in texture. I do my best to taste everything that comes out of my oven, and sometimes it's just a bite, just to make sure, like, it's, you know, really quality control is what it is.
Yeah.
And so for me, the texture is very different. I love all foods because, I mean, this is body by food. It is not body by, you know, exercise, clearly. But it's different. You know, we all have a different palate, and for me, it's a little different in texture. The taste itself isn't bad, but you know, I'm like you. I like my animal products, including butter and eggs and dairy and all of that stuff. But I know people can't have it. You know, and some people opt not. And you know, kudos to them. But it's different. It is a different flavor. It is a different texture. But, you know, if it's something that you're accustomed to eating as someone who is gluten-free or someone who is vegan, that's something that your palate is okay with. But they're not bad. They're not bad. I actually had my 14-year-old, and he's like, it needed more vanilla, and they're kind of sandy, but that's okay.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, that's good feedback. I always I post something about my green smoothie, and my 2-year-old, she loves it. She's like, yeah, Mom, want some more. My teenagers are like, oh, that's green. I'm not going to eat it. But so I'm like, okay, if a 2-year-old can approve it, then I'm good with that. So I'm glad that your son, who they all 14 teenagers eat tons of junk food, that it's good for them. So, wow. Okay. So, so I'm going to make sure I've just been opened up to all these people who are, very good at keeping different eating patterns and being vegans and all these natural holistic things. So I'm definitely going to hook them up with this, and hopefully they can order.
Awesome.
A couple of them are in Canada and stuff, so I hope you can ship out there. I don't know what the food guidelines are.
I can't ship. I can't do any shipping out of the state of Colorado.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Why?
I'm actually what's considered a home-based business under the Cottage Food Act. So I am limited to the things that I can do, but not as bad as it used to be as far as limitations for me being able to sell things out of your home. So can't ship yet, but once I go fully commercial out of a commercial kitchen, I'm actually going to be able to start shipping outside of Colorado.
Ooh, okay, cool. Okay, well, good ideas. That got me thinking, because I know a couple of different commercial kitchens that my daughter's volunteered at, and so I'll have to hook you up with that, see if there can partnership with you. But, well, what is some things, this is something I want to ask everybody that appears on here, is when you've hit some of those walls, when you've kind of lost that motivation, when you've have all the stresses of a mom and corporate America, everything, when that hits you, what do you do to get recentered? Because obviously you haven't given up, so you've always come back. So what have you done, and what would you offer to somebody who might be in that same position, might be kind of testing the waters with what they're doing, and then they just hit a rough spot. They hit this spot, they're like, oh, I can't go on. I can't do all this stuff. What is it that you've done, and what advice would you have for somebody else?
For me, it's all about faith. I am a believer, and I am in a position in my relationship with God where I know when I'm trying to take center stage over Him, He will put a bump in the road for me.
Yes.
He will put a bump in the road for me just to remind me, yes, this is you, but remember, I have control right now, and I have your best interest at heart. And so in those moments where I'm struggling, it's when I have to take a step back and say, all right, I'm sorry. You tell me what it is that I need to be doing. And then I'm back on track. Even when I lose motivation too, it's a time to remind me to take a step back, take 5 minutes, and have a conversation with God and ask him, I'm sorry, I know I'm supposed to be doing something. What is that supposed to be? And then I get guidance from that. And sometimes it comes in the form of an order, or it comes in the form of someone popping me a message with a request or a question. And sometimes it's just, waking up the next morning ready to go.
Yeah.
And a lot of times, well, not a lot of times, but several times in the last few years, it's been when I've tried to put this on the back burner because other things in life get in the way, whether it's work, kids, emotions, physical limitations. And I try to put it on the back burner, and it's definitely something that he's not allowing. This is a dream. This was something that he gave to me,
Yes.
that he blessed me with. And when I try to push it back, it's no, let me show you. Let me show you what I need you to be doing. And I know in my heart that this is something bigger than me, and there's a reason for it. It didn't just come about, really at random. Even in that moment of necessity to try to find a way to take care of my kids, that was orchestrated. And that's what keeps me going, is when I think, I'm going to put it back here for today. Nope. No, actually you're not. You're going to focus on that because I have a bigger purpose for you.
Yes.
And that's what kind of keeps me going, because I know there's a bigger purpose for this business. And for me, and I don't know what that is just yet, but this is where my faith comes into play.
Yeah.
Do I trust him enough? And blindly, it's truly a blind walk, because you don't know what's coming, but you have to trust that what's coming is in your best interest.
Wow. Oh my gosh. I'm so thankful that you said that, because I love that whole thing that says, when I'm kind of off course, I know it's because I've been doing it on my own, and I've done that many times. And I think I call it like the single woman syndrome, when as moms, we get to work and we do things.
Right.
And we see a problem, we cover it, we make a solution, we get by because we want to keep going, and we can't let our kids see us fail, right? So sometimes, and I did this in the last 2 years, where I finally realized, oh Lord, I'm not letting you take control. You're not in the driver's seat. And that's why I keep hitting my head against this wall, because I keep doing it on my own. I'm not stopping and asking for guidance. And I'm so grateful that you've already implemented that, and that where that connection is, because that is so important. And I know some people, and I talked about this last week too, so it's just an amazing confirmation. There's a book that I love, and I'm going to try to see if I can get some extra copies and send you one, but it's called The Dream Giver by Bruce Wilkinson. And this book talks just about that, about the whole letting faith guide you and letting faith lead you to that next spot, and being able to realize that he's been with you the whole way through, giving you just what you need at the right time, not an overabundance of it, not like, hey, I can store this and I got room to grow. He just lets you go a little bit at a time. And when he's seen that you've grown to receive more, he'll give you more. And so I'm so thankful that that is something that you've adapted, that you've embraced, and that you allow. Some people see it and they're like, nope, I ain't going to do it. Sorry, not me. But you embrace that, honey. Oh my gosh, that is such a blessing. And I'm so thankful you shared that, because a lot of people don't listen to that inner voice, don't listen to his guidance, and they fall and they fumble, and then they stay flatlined and they don't grow just in their life personally, but especially in business. If that's not the foundation, then it's in for a long haul and a long road. So that is awesome. That is awesome. Yay. Okay. So what is something, just for our viewers to see, what is something you like to do for fun? Because being that you're a businesswoman and mom, you work full time, you have all these things pulling at you. What do you do for fun? Like, is it anything that, you kind of, because I know I hardly find time to do that as well, but what is it that you do for fun?
In all honesty, my world right now revolves around my son and his football schedule or his sports schedule. But I like to go fishing. Colorado offers such amazing views and amazing things to do. But my favorite thing to do is to go fishing, especially with my dad, and just hang out with really good friends. I have been blessed with an amazing circle of people, especially out here where I live now in Centennial. And just to be around people who bring something to the table and just inspire me. Some of the other stuff I like to do, believe it or not, is watch cartoons all day. I mean, I'm 7, but I will watch SpongeBob all day long, or Harry Potter. And realistically, that's the kind of girl that I am. I do prefer to stay home and really I'm a homebody, but those are the things that I kind of enjoy more than anything is just, fishing and cartoons.
Are you a good fisherwoman? Are you a good fisherwoman?
I like to think so. I'm not a fly fisher. I'm just a spin rod, but I love it. And it's just, for me, it's time with my dad and something that was passed down to us. When I was growing up, we didn't have a lot of money. We couldn't take these vacations that like some of my friends were taking.
Yeah.
But we would go up to the mountains and go camping and go fishing. And it's something that has stuck with me. And I have passed that down to my kids too. And it's something we enjoy.
That is so awesome. I'm totally like that. I'm a homebody too. Like my kids, the wintertime going out, snowboarding, skiing, do whatever. And I'm like, no, I'll stay in and crochet, do cafetiera, and I won't do that.
I'm the same
way. That is awesome. So wait, you said you're in Centennial. Where at? Like, is it Centennial East and West Centennial or like Aurora Centennial area?
So I'm Centennial, just east of, just west of I-25 and Arapahoe.
Oh,
so I live super close to like Cherry Creek, to Torchy's Tacos that just opened. That was just a promotion for them.
Yeah. No, because my girlfriend lives right there, and I'm in that area all the time because I'm by Buckley Air Force Base out here. So we're close. So please reach out anytime that you need anything. We're out here. Yeah. My girlfriend lives right over there by Broncos Parkway. So she's out there. We're out there a lot. I was just out there last weekend. So yes. Well, Sonja, I just am so excited for you because I see that you've already done your homework. You've already done the research. The dedication is there. Oh, I can just imagine. I can't wait to witness and hopefully be a part of your success that continues to go. And I just wish that anybody who saw this video, that they share it with their friends, that they see that it doesn't take all this money or anything. It just takes desire. It takes a passion. It takes a dedication that just comes from within to be able to do more with themselves, to create a dream, to meet a necessity of the community around them. And you can have success. And it's not going to be easy. It's going to take some time. But I'm just so happy and thankful that you gave me this opportunity to just learn more about you, to appreciate all the hard work that you're doing, hon. And I love you. And I just hope that if you have any questions, anything like that, please comment below. Let Sonja know that you want an order because holidays are coming. I bet you can do a nice cookie exchange and get a couple of things for her. But you are going to be able to just flourish, hon. And I just pray that everything is blessed and in its own timing. And do you have any closing words for your audience, for anybody else who's watching?
In all honesty, guys, just keep going. It's in those moments of frustration and unsureness, in all honesty, when you're just not sure what's going to happen next. That's when amazing things happen or can happen if you allow them to. And just, anyone out there who's a believer, let go. Stop trying to walk 2 steps ahead of God. Yeah. Instead, why don't you walk side by side by him? And that truly just takes a moment of, 5 minutes of, I'm sorry, let me give it all to you. Let's walk together, as opposed to, of you trying to stay ahead and while he's patiently waiting at that door that he's opened for you. And he'll wait there, right? Until you're ready to come back. And lean hard, lean on your faith, be still, and just reach out to those people that lift you up. There's going to be that group of people that just tell you it's a waste of time. It's ridiculous. We've seen you try to start something and fail over and over again. It's not about them. Mm-hmm. It's not about them at all. It is about you. And I'm going to leave you with this. Les Brown is actually one of my favorite motivational speakers. Yeah. And he is someone whose voice just resonates within my soul and forces me to think about things. But one of the things that he has said is that dream was not given to them. If they can't see it, it's because it wasn't meant for them. It was meant for you.
Yes.
Always remember that. Keep going. Never give up. And just have faith that, you know, this is going to work out for you, even when it's not, even when it looks like it's not going to.
Wow. Wow. All right, guys, this has been a wonderful time with Sonja from A Sweet Deal. So her links and everything will be on the bottom. Get in contact with her. If you're vegan, definitely get in contact with her. Help her business to grow, but just know that you can taste a great gourmet, home style, just loving, full faith woman. And we will see you on the next Wednesday, Who Wins?